Hey friends, welcome back. I hope you'll enjoy these quick afternoon stretches.
Take a break in your day, coming to your mat, kneeling down to your knees, and finding tabletop pose. Begin to move through the spine, dropping the belly towards the earth, raising the gaze, lowering the shoulders, moving back and forth between cat and cow, and then sliding the hips back to find your child's pose. Shifting a little bit to the right and left, noticing how the weight, even in your palms, shifts. Just becoming aware of each of these sensations and leaving the forearms, reaching towards the floor, lifting the hips high. We'll find puppy dog pose. Pedaling out through the feet, pressing through each hip. And then lowering back down, revisiting tabletop pose, finding a quick cat and cow before we lift the hips high, tucking the toes and finding our downward facing dog. Really take some time to enjoy this stretch. Pedaling out through the feet or raising and lowering through the heels and lowering back down to the knees. We'll step the right foot forward between the hands. Maybe bringing your hands to your hips. Maybe walking them forward so you'll find a block, but just enjoying this kneeling crescent lunge, finding that nice stretch in the left quad. And then we'll transition to half splits, pulling the hips back, maybe finding some organic movement in this stretch, or maybe flexing through the foot. And as we move out of half splits by shifting the weight forward over the front leg, changing out the positions of the leg, taking the right leg back, shifting the hips forward over that left knee, really enjoying this stretch. Again, maybe having your hands at the hips, or maybe reaching them down to the earth. Then we'll pull the hips back, finding that half splits on the left side. Enjoying that quad stretch in the right quad. Then we'll step the leg back and return to our tabletop, and then slide the hips back to revisit child's pose. You have a great opportunity here to maybe spread the knees a bit farther apart than they were previously. Really opening up and relaxing into that stretch, taking that variation of child's pose. And then working our way back up through tabletop, lifting the hips, finding downward facing dog, this time swinging the right foot up and high, really opening up through that right hip. And as your right foot returns to the earth, swinging the left leg high, maybe bending through the knee. And then we'll walk the feet up towards the front of the mat, meeting in a half. Forward fold. And lowering the hips down to take a seat on the floor and rolling back. Once you're laying on the mat, keeping those knees hugged into the chest, just rolling side to side, massaging the lower back. Maybe you open up in the knees and grab the ankles, finding happy baby. As you finish up this time, just bringing the feet back to the mat. We'll let the knees fall over to the right side. Allow that left shoulder to continue to fall towards the earth. Enjoy that spinal twist. And bring the knees up through center and over to the left side. Sending your gaze over to the right side, arms spread out to a T. We'll bring the legs back up to center, hugging them into the chest, using them as a counterbalance to roll forward, finding a nice cross-legged seat, appreciating the time that you've made to honor your body here on your yoga mat.